and welcome back to my channel. My name is Coralie and today I'm going to be talking you through 10 different freelance jobs that you can start today. Absolutely no degree needed. So without further ado, let's get into these 10 freelance ideas. So I've been freelancing for 7-8 months now, and it is honestly the best thing I've ever done. I'm able to make money for myself, I'm able to work from home, and honestly I absolutely love it, and I couldn't encourage you more to go out there, sign up to a freelance site and get started. So here are some ideas of things that are super easy to do. Anyone can do these freelance jobs, and yeah. So number one is proofreading. So to be able to do proofreading, basically all you need is a good understanding of language, grammar, punctuation, etc. So proofreading is going through someone else's work and basically editing it. So if you are reading what they've written and they're missing a comma, you can add a comma. That is proofreading. It is very simple, and like I said, as long as you have a good understanding of the language you are proofreading, the grammar, the punctuation, all that sort of stuff, anybody can do it. Next is transcribing, and this is something that's I mean, anyone can do it, but it's definitely preferable to fast typers. Transcribing is when you listen to audio and you type what you hear and you turn it into type, essentially. So this is something that people just don't have time for, so they go off and they outsource it to freelancers. So if you are a fast typer, you enjoy typing, transcribing is super easy. You don't need a degree, you just need to be fast at typing, and there's lots of ways to get fast at typing. Did anybody else play that game as a kid where, oh my god, what were you a frog and you had to type and outrun predators? This is a very distant memory that's coming back to me, but I used to love that game. I am quite a fast typer, which I am very happy about. So transcribing is something that I am going to look into as I further my freelancing career. Next is blog writing. To put it simply, I reckon almost anyone can write a blog, especially a short blog. A blog was actually the first thing I did as a freelancer. I wrote for a young lady in England, and I was doing blog posts on social media growth sites. They were they're probably under 1,000 words, and she was paying me $11 an hour. So it wasn't much money, but it was a great place to start. So when it comes to blogs, if you have a topic that you're passionate about, chances are you're going to be able to write a blog with ease. If you are not passionate about the topic, it's going to be a lot harder. So if you're writing a blog on health and fitness and you love health and fitness, it's probably going to be super easy, so much fun, and you're going to get it done really quickly. If you're writing a blog on fashion and you absolutely hate fashion and you couldn't care less about clothing, that's probably going to be a really difficult blog post for you to write. So if you are getting started in blog freelance writing, I would suggest starting with something that you enjoy writing about as you get the hang of writing a blog. Does that make sense? Okay, next is a virtual assistant. These are very popular lately. Everyone's getting a virtual assistant. Freelancers are getting a virtual assistant to help their freelancing business. But basically a virtual assistant is someone that is someone's virtual assistant. Wow, great explanation, Coralie, thank you. You will be scheduling appointments, you could be taking phone calls, you could be answering emails. Basically, think of what you think an assistant does, and then you'll be doing it virtually for someone else. So I could be a virtual assistant for someone in the UK, and I could be answering all of their emails while they're sleeping because of the time difference here in Australia. Virtual assistants are popping off. Next is a social media manager. Chances are you post on your own social medias, you post on Instagram, you write a little tweet, you do something like that. It's not that difficult to do it for someone else, as long as you have an understanding of where they want their brand to go and what type of things they want posted. You could be that social media manager that gets the photos, comes up with the caption, and then schedules the posts to ensure they're getting quality content delivered regularly, because a lot of people don't have time to manage their social media, so they hire someone else to ensure that they're getting enough posts every week to stay relevant. Oh, basically, if you post on your own social media, chances are you can help somebody else by being a social media manager. Next is a video editor. Now this one is a little bit trickier, and I don't think just anyone can jump onto Upwork and start applying for video editing jobs. You do need to have a slight understanding of how to edit videos. Now, there's a lot of ways to learn how to edit videos, endless YouTube videos, all that sort of stuff, and you might have to invest in something like Final Cut Pro. So this is a little bit trickier, but it is still something that anyone can do if they are dedicated enough. So I taught myself how to edit videos. Obviously, I do YouTube videos. Hi, I've edited this video. It's pretty basic. But if I was a humongous YouTuber with 2 million subscribers and I just did not have the time to edit my videos, which God forbid that ever happens, I always want to edit my videos, I could put this out to a freelancer to edit my video for me, and you could be that freelancer. So if you are already good at video editing, or you are passionate about learning, excited to get started, video editing is another job that you could do. Next is copywriting. So let me read my little description here. Copywriters research, plan, and create written content for the purpose of advertising goods and services on behalf of a client. This content includes advertisements, slogans, blog posts, etc. So it's kind of like a blog post writer, but a little more niche. Is that the right word? I don't really know. But think about when you go on Amazon and you look up a product and there is a product description. That is something that a copywriter would have written. If you are good with words, similar to the proofreading, you're good with grammar, you're good with punctuation, you're good with the language that you are writing in, chances are you can be a copywriter. Some people just don't have time to write the copy for their websites, for their products, so they put it out to freelancers, and other people are just no good at it, so they put it out to freelancers. Basically, anything written on a website can be a blog post, but generally not a blog post is copy. So if you're good at writing, you could be a copywriter. Data entry. This is handling different types of electronic or raw data by editing it and entering it into a database or platform. Now, pretty much anyone could do data entry. The client will give you the data they want entered. You take that data, you enter that data. It is pretty basic. You're pretty much just copying and pasting what you're looking at, but you're putting it onto the computer. Anyone can do data entry. Brand messenger. I've written in brackets here that these are those annoying DMs that you probably hate. Think about when you check your Instagram DMs and you get one that's like, hey babe, saw you were a fan of this brand, thought you might want to check out this brand, blah, 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 and you generally always ignore them. But this is a common job for freelancers. This is a way for brands to try and get more views towards their specific brand, so they hire someone to cold message other people. It's kind of like a copywriter because you'll be writing the messages, but generally you're just going to be copying and pasting and sending a lot of annoying messages to a lot of people, trying to get their attention onto the brand that you are messaging them about. Lastly, number 10. Look at that. We've made it all the way through the 10 freelance jobs that anyone can do. This one is a thumbnail creator. So this one is a little bit trickier. It's kind of in the same realm as a video editor. You will need to have a little bit of self-taught skills depending on the kind of thumbnails you are making. But I see this job advertised all the time on Upwork. People just don't have the skills to create their own thumbnails, or they just don't have the time. Thumbnails can be very time consuming, and they can be the difference between someone clicking on and viewing your video or not. So putting some time and effort into a thumbnail is very well worth it. So it is a very sought after freelancing job. If you are good with Canva, you're good with Photoshop, or you're willing to spend a week learning, you could do thumbnail creation as a freelance job. So those are my 10 basic freelance jobs that anybody can start literally today. Sign up to Fiverr, sign up to Upwork, and start applying for jobs. You never know, freelancing might just change your life like it has mine. So I highly recommend you get out there, get on the websites, and you start freelancing, even if it is $11 an hour writing a blog post. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I put out new videos every few days. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.